Hi, boys and girls. This is lesson 6 homework. This is the last lesson in topic A, which we talked about unit fractions, multiplying unit fractions to find equivalents. And now we're combining everything, adding unit fractions, multiplying unit fractions, and we're also going to use parentheses because we're not just doing unit fractions, we're doing larger fractions. Or different fractions, I should say, to find equivalents. This is important that this makes sense and that you tell us if you need help, because topic B is finding equivalents using multiplication and division. So you need to kind of have the visual models of the tape diagrams in your head, but you also, as we said, need to practice your basic facts for multiplication and division, because it's used for the rest of your life. You need to know multiplication and division, your basic facts. You just do. It just makes everything in life easier. You have no idea how much you're going to use it when you go to the grocery store, when you go to Walmart, if you want to buy something or sell something, or figure out if you have enough money, or to share with people. Even if you have a lemonade stand and there are two of you selling the lemonade, you have to divide how much it's going to cost, and then when you make the money, you have to divide how much each one of you will get. If you're selling Girl Scout cookies, if you're selling popcorn for Boy Scouts, whatever you're doing, you are going to need to know your basic facts. So we hope that you're practicing those. Okay, so let's continue. So as we know, each rectangle represents 1. You're going to draw these horizontal, remember, dashed lines to decompose each triangle into the fractional units that's indicated to you. And they're giving you this model that you can refer back to. You can also refer back to your problem set, but also refer back to this model for this particular homework. Okay, so we have 2/5 because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which makes fifths, and 2 of them are shaded. And they want us to decompose this into tenths. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if we divide each fifth in half, we'll have tenths. So 2 fifths, 1, 2. So 1/5 plus 1/5 equals 1/10 plus 1/10. So we're going to kind of chunk it, plus 1/10 plus 1/10. So we have these in parentheses. 1/10 plus 1/10 is one kind of set, and then 1/10 and 1/10 is another set, and that equals 4/10. So 1/10 plus 1/10, 1/10 plus 1/10, plus 1/10 plus 1/10 is the same as 1 2 times 1/10 and 1 2 times 1/10, which equals 4/10. Or 2/5, 1 2 equals 1 2 3 4 times 1/10. Okay, so it's kind of combining everything that you've done. So they have not told us what this fraction is. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We know it's fourths, and 2 of them are shaded. So that's 2/4. And they want us to say, well, how many eighths does that equal to? So we have to draw a horizontal line to divide each fourth in half, and then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have eighths. So 1, 2 fourths. So 1/4 plus 1/4, 1 plus 1/4 equals 1/8 plus 1/8, 1/8 plus 1/8. And that equals 1, 2, 3, 4 eighths. So 1/8 plus 1/8, 1/8 plus 1/8, plus 1/8 plus 1/8 is the same as 1 2, 1 2 times an eighth, plus 1 2 times an eighth, or 4/8. So 2/4 equals 1 2 3 4 times 1/8. This is going to require a lot of space. It was even hard with me typing it to make it fit. So this is going to be a little tricky. So we have 1 2 3 4 5. So that makes fifths, and 4 of them are shaded. So that's 4/5. And they want us to decompose this into 15ths. So I know that 3 5s make 15. So I know I have to divide or decompose this into 3 sections. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And 4/5 equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 15ths. So 4/5 equals 12 15ths. Or 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5, 1/5 plus 1/5 equals 1/15 plus 1/15 plus 1/15. That's one chunk. 1/15 plus 1/15 plus 1/15, that's another chunk. 1/15 plus 1/15 plus 1/15, that's another chunk. And 1/15 plus 1/15 plus 1/15, that's our fourth chunk. So 1/15 plus 1/15 plus 1/15, plus 1/15 plus 1/15 plus 1/15, plus 1/15 plus 1/15 plus 1/15, plus 1/15 plus 1/15 plus 1/15, is the same as 1, 2, 3 times 1/15, 1, 2, 3 times 1/15, 1, 2, 3 times 1/15, and 1, 2, 3 times 1/15. Or in a shorter version, 4/5 equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times 1/15 is 12/15. Whew, this one's a little shorter and easier. So they want us to show and prove that 2/3 is equal to 4/6. So first we have to make 2/3. 1, 2, 3. So thirds, shade 2 of them, that's 2/3. They want us to decompose it into sixths. So I know that 2 times 3 is 6. So I need to make 2 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2 thirds, 1/3 plus 1/3, 1/3 plus 1/3 is 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6, which gives us 4/6. Oh, typo. Again, I'm going to know if you copied or if you're listening, because this is a typo. It should be 4/6. Okay, so that means 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 equals 1/2 times 1/6 and 1/2 times 1/6. Or 2/3 equals 1, 2, 3, 4 times 1/6. 4/5, they want us to prove that 4/5 is equal to 8/10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're fifths. Shade in 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4/5. And I know that 5 times 2 is 10. So I need to make 2 rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I know these are tenths. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8/10. So 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5 equals 1/10 plus 1/10, 1/10 plus 1/10, 1/10 plus 1/10, and 1/10 plus 1/10, which equals 8/10. So 1/10 plus 1/10, 1/10 plus 1/10, 1/10 plus 1/10, 1/10 plus 1/10 equals 1/2 times a tenth, 1/2 times a tenth, 1/2 times a tenth, and 1/2 times a tenth, which equals 8/10. Or 4/5 equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 1/10. So now you get to choose a fraction, 2 equivalent fractions, draw the area model, label it, shade in more than one fractional unit, partition it to find an equivalent fraction, and then basically do what we did here. So we already used 4/5, we used 2/3, we used 4/5. Okay, so choose another fraction. Don't make it too hard on yourself, obviously, because as we know from our 4/5 equals 12/15, that's a lot. So make it easy on yourself, but don't use something that we've already done. You could use, where am I? You could use 2/4, and instead of 4/8, make it 12ths. Right? You could do 2/5, and instead of, well, no, that's too hard. But don't make it too hard on yourself. You could do 2/3, and instead of 4/6, you could make it 9ths. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Okay, so you get to make your own. Okay, and then obviously we'll be moving on to topic B, where we're finding equivalents using multiplication and division. How exciting is that? So have a wonderful evening, and we will see you tomorrow.